Hey guys, I hope you're all having an awesome Monday. So we are going to do a quick check-in, see what's going on, what we need to know. Wow, my throat was not even itchy before I started this. And as soon as I just started talking, it just literally started getting itchy. Wow. Okay, wow. We got Queen of Ariel on the bottom. So when I did the reading yesterday, we got some of the same cards. Well, we got the Knight of Raphael and Queen of Ariel, but we got the World, 7 of Michael, 3 of Raphael, and we got 3 of Michael, King of Ariel, Knight of Raphael. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. You might be an earth sign or having to do with an earth sign because we have 2 cards with the earth. We got the World, a very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. What I'm hearing is a bunch of cycles are closing within the next few weeks. Like all of these difficult times, emotional times, fearful times, anxious times, like a lot of them are coming to an end right now. So these cycles you've kind of been in, I'm hearing like family cycles, toxic cycles, romantic relationships, like all different types of cycles, depending on which cycle you're in, is coming to an end. Spirit's saying keep going down the lighted path. Like you don't need to go through this alone. Ask us for guidance, ask us for help, because some of you guys are still in the cycle. You're not fully completed with it yet, which is okay. You're not supposed to be. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. But they don't want you to deter yourself and go down this like longer, darker path. Ask for guidance. They're there to help you. And they're saying, we're giving you signs. Ask for guidance. We're here to help you. We just need your permission to help. Okay. So you can just say, angels, hey, can you guys help me? And they'll help you. But there's something with fears and something with like solitude and wanting to be alone for some of you, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure you don't sit in that energy. So like, make sure you're not, like if you're feeling like you need to be alone and it's because like you're going through stuff or whatever, that's great. But just make sure you're not like super isolating yourself where you're not talking to anybody or whatever, because they just don't want you to go down like this dark path that's unnecessary for you. Okay. Right after that, we have 3 of Raphael, a reason to celebrate, a community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. This is something coming forward. This cycle's coming to an end. I feel like that's like future energy. And then with the 7 of Michael, it feels like you're still in the cycle. But after that, you're going to be celebrating. Like this is a really happy card. This is a card about like good things coming forward for you. This is like telling your friends, like something really good comes for you and you're like, oh my God, I have to call my friends and tell them, like that energy. Like it's a really good, like, oh my God, you're never going to believe what happens, but it's like so good, right? We got the 3 of Michael. So in order for the cycle to close, this is not something you have to pull up. Spirit will pull it up for you, okay? I just want to say that. Like a lot of times when I do readings with people, they're like, well, I need to know this to heal it. I need to know this to heal it. When it's the right time for you to clear it, when it's the right time for you to get clarity, it will just come up for you. You don't need to force anything up. It automatically will come up for you, okay? Spirit guides you with this. But what I'm getting is some of you are still in like grief period. Some of you are still in this like anger period or this loss, this shame, this guilt energy. And it has something to do with your past. Some of you, it could be a relationship. But it has to do something with the past. And I'm also hearing abandonment and emotional like attachment and emotional detachment. So some of you guys, it might just be, with a family member, like a parent specifically, or it could be with a friendship, but some of you, it definitely feels like letting go of somebody from the past. And they're saying like, sometimes things take longer to heal than we realize. Like we would like things to heal sooner and they just, it's not the right time. Sometimes we have to really go through it and really process it. And what they're saying is a lot of times there will be like a specific, say, I'm just going to use breakup as an example. Like you break up with somebody and you really, saw a future with them. You really thought you were going to be with them forever. And so it's really hard for you to let go of this relationship. And so maybe in the past, you're like the type of person who's like, oh, I can, move on and grieve in a few days. And it's, it doesn't take that long. And so you're confused, like, why is this taking so long to grieve? Like, I just don't understand. And Spirit's saying, because some of those relationships in the past, you didn't actually grieve. And so through this person that was brought into your life, we're helping you grieve all the old relationships with this person. The energy is just kind of coming out through this person. So if you had a situation like currently or within the last few months, it feels like past energy, and it does say release the past. It feels like maybe something happened where you had a breakup with somebody, or they're saying like childhood trauma. So this could be a relationship with a family member or something coming up and triggering it, right? And it's because you're clearing out all these other traumas and situations and energies that had to do with the same cycle, like very long cycles. I'm hearing like some of them like 15 years, 20-year cycles, like long cycles. And so because of that, you're pulling like all of the energy from all of those unhealed ones you had before, all the other traumas you had before that you didn't really understand how to work through or process or release. So that's why this feels so strong. But they're saying even when the cycle ends, you might still have residual emotions about this person, about this situation, and it's okay. Like, you just need to be understanding and patient with yourself. And what they're saying is like some people are like upset that they're grieving so much or in such deep emotion, and the Spirit's reminding you that, yeah, that's because you love deeply, that's because you care deeply. And sometimes when we're people who feel things emotionally and really deeply, you know, it's harder for us to release it. It's harder for us to understand it and go through it. And they are saying like a lot of people just don't have an understanding why, but you will get clarity when the time is right, okay? Don't try to force it. You will get clarity when the time is right. But they're saying for the people who are like, well, I just want to put a wall up and give up and, you know, not deal with people or relationships or whatever, they're reminding you that the reason why it hurts so bad is because you are a deep feeler, because you are an emotional person, because you love deeply. And in order for you to love deeply, sometimes you get hurt deeply too. But that's where you find that love for yourself. That's where you bring that like deep love for yourself out, and that's where you heal, okay? So sometimes you have to go through that. And once you go through that really deep healing and you fill your own cup and you emotionally fulfill yourself, that's where that deep love comes in. And I don't necessarily mean a romantic relationship. It can be if you're already in a relationship, you know, deepening and strengthening your relationship, but it also can be with a family member. It also can be like, I keep seeing fathers. So some of you guys, this has to do with a father, is if your father wasn't really there for you, or your father was very emotionally distant or like kind of abandoned you. And I don't mean abandoned, like left your house, like they can emotionally abandon you when they're there, right? You might have like a person who comes in that's like almost like a surrogate father for you. Once you heal, like if this is a father wound, once you heal that, you might have like a father type figure who comes into your life that actually helps you with rebuilding that feeling and that love if you can't do it with your own dad. So that's what they're saying is like, even if it's, you know, a friendship or it's a, you know, family member, you can actually fill that cup within yourself and be proud of yourself and love yourself and all of those things that maybe you didn't get from your parent. And then you'll have like a surrogate kind of come in that also helps you with this too. Which is really interesting because I have a friend that I consider her like a mother to me. So that's pretty funny actually. And then we got my favorite King of Ariel and Knight of Raphael. I love the way this came out, especially because some of you, it's going to be a romantic relationship. And I'm like, I feel like I'm getting so much romance stuff and I haven't even asked for it. But like in the readings, you know, I'm just doing general readings, but happy announcements regarding relationships or children. But then we got this, the Knight of Ariel, and then we got the Knight of Raphael, or the King of Ariel, we got the Knight of Raphael, committed romantic relationships being swept off your feet, situations or topics, that make your heart flutter. And I love this because it also came out yesterday in the same position. Some of you, it is going to be a person that is a very committed, stable person that's going to come in and offer something to you. It feels like the angels are definitely guiding this situation. This person's just very like grounded, charming, really just wants to give you the world. I'm hearing like very just generous and sweet. And so some of you, this is a romantic partner coming in. for other people, this just could be somebody that it could have something to do with like a partnership, they're saying, where it could be something you're really passionate about or something you really enjoy, like a career thing or something with your spiritual path, something that you really enjoy that brings you a lot of like passion and excitement and love, right? And it could be like working with somebody who's really stable, like really committed, but this also could be you, representative of you, who's going into a position or a spiritual, practice or something like that, where you're actually really practical, you're really stable, you're really generous, things like that. So it doesn't have to necessarily be romantic, but I mean, we have like 2 cards that literally say romance on them. So I don't know. All right, let's see what the fairies have. The fairies have been like super active lately. They have been just like sprinkling their fairy dust everywhere. All right, let's see. No. That's too many. All right, one more. Okay, so we got shine from within. I love it. We got abundance. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you have. In fairyland and human land, there's enough abundance for everyone. Yes. And while this just came up, because I just thought about this, I am still doing 11/11. I am still doing the 2021 reading. So it is through a video just like this. And you can ask for 3 separate areas of what you want to know for 2021. And I can tell you kind of what's coming and also what your blockages are in those areas, so you can actually unblock it and how to unblock it. So you can actually unblock it and actually bring forward what you want to manifest in 2021. We got new beginnings. I love this because we got the wasn't it the world card? I love it. I accidentally just pulled up the magician card, which is successful beginnings. Okay. All right. There you go. New beginnings. The fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. And some of you, this is definitely a baby coming forward. It said celebrations of family and or children. And we got hidden depths. Something hidden is about to come to light, perhaps a secret or a memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we can become free. And this definitely feels like that. I think it was the 3 of Michael is what it is. Yeah, 3 of Michael card, where I was talking about like something from your past and that things will come up as they're naturally supposed to come up. That's definitely what this feels like. It feels like there is some like emotions and things that you're maybe not fully aware of that you have that are like subconscious thoughts about a person or situation, and you're not supposed to know it until you're ready to know it. Like they always will bring stuff up. They'll always bring stuff up for you when you're supposed to know it. I was just looking at this card, music. Listen carefully, for there may be a message in the music you hear. Music can lift your soul, rekindle memories, and charm fairies to your door. It's interesting because I literally, the song Willow by Taylor Swift keeps replaying in my head over and over and over. So there might be a message in there for some of you guys about that song. And then they wanted me to open the deck in the middle, and I got asked for help. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone. And the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. So I love that this like randomly, I opened the card and they asked me to show you guys that, because I did say to you guys before about asking for help. So in order for them to help you, you just have to ask. Literally, you can just say like a quick prayer. You can just say like angel. I pray to specific archangels, but I also pray just generally to my angels as well. And I'll just say, angels, can you help me with so-and-so? Thank you very much. So it is. I say I love you to them. Love you. Thank you. So it is, to show them gratitude and stuff. But you can say it in whatever way feels natural to you. You don't have to pray to a specific angel, okay? You can just ask your angels for help, but they need you to ask for help in order for them to be able to help you. You are what you believe. If you want a different life, change your mind. This is every fucking day, I feel like, for like a week, maybe longer. You are what you believe. So if you believe your life is shitty, then your life is going to be shitty. If you can see the positives in the bad, then your life will be better. This comes out every day too. You're a beautiful being of love and light. Yes, you are. And then pay attention to the signs, the numbers, animals, and songs. Your guides are giving you messages. Definitely through music, 100%, because I accidentally opened it, but then we got the same thing. You guys might be seeing animals too. I think I talked about that yesterday. They're showing us a lot of animals and songs and things like that, very direct messages. So make sure you're paying attention to them. So anyway, I hope this helps. I hope you guys all have an amazing day. So much love and light.